I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Sticking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, got the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm middle P. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom.
All right. Welcome, everybody. All of you in YouTube land. This is EMP.Money. This is our daily live AMA and Detonator rollover event. I'm your host and one of the team leads, AJ. I'm joined by my co-host with the most, Bull Gates. How are you today?
Really good, bro. Hot and sweaty, but really good. Got a lot of stuff accomplished today, so let's get to this.
Yeah, man, no doubt. Well, that makes both of us. I know we got a lot accomplished today behind the scenes, and I'm hot and sweaty with anticipation here. This one's gonna be a banger. So we have we have a ton of alpha today. Again, just we continue to build here behind the scenes, and then things come together, and just like that, we're able to release them. So. Again, a little bit of teasing still. The full launch of what I'm about to tease will happen tomorrow, but I just wanted to give everybody some alpha as we go. So let me go ahead and pull up my list so I don't forget anything. Before we kick things off, actually, LA, are you on?
Hi,
Hey, LA, how are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. Hey, listen, I wanted to just at the very top here, you released an amazing new article on Detonator. So can you go over that and any other updates you want to give?
Yeah, I'm super pumped. Detonator has just been so just ruthless and amazing throughout this entire market dip. We just keep growing and growing and growing. I think what was it, like 53% pool balance growth over the last 45 days, I think it was.
Yeah, totally. I know Charlie.
Yeah, 53% and 19.25% user growth. Shout out to Charlie for those stats.
Insane. Yeah.
And so I really wanted to highlight that. I really wanted to highlight how incredible this contract is and get more people through the doors, because I want more people to have this incredible opportunity that all of us do, and build this incredible community even bigger than it already is. So Detonator has been the tried and true that's delivering every single day, no matter whether the market is up, whether it's down. It's reliable every single day, and it only keeps getting better. So I wanted to put an article out about that, and that's what today's article was about. And we were out everywhere. So Mario's got content out on Facebook. It got content out on Instagram, Twitter, all the places. So I did want to just kind of throw something out there. I know that we talk a lot on these AMAs about how important it is to support the social content. And I just want to say, when people say support your content creators, it has nothing to do with me or any of the other people doing these social channels, like, yeah, it feels cool to have lots of eyes on the articles, but that's not why we do it. We want to see EMP grow. We want to invest in our investment, and that's why we do it, right? But I noticed that it's the same kind of handful of 20 people who support every time. And I want to see that number grow. I really, really want to see that number grow because, you know, there's usually 60 of us on these AMAs, 50, 60 of us. And according to that DAP radar thing, there's 3,000 active users a day. And so if we can get more of us investing in our investment, imagine what kind of impact that's going to have on this protocol. And we can't rely on everyone else to do it for us. If we're all part owners in this protocol and we all invest in this investment and we take pride in that ownership, this is going to take off like an absolute rocket. And it only takes about 1 minute, once a day, once every few days, to just hop on one of the social channels, write a little comment, press a like button, and you would have no idea what big of a difference that could make. We hear about people all the time saying, I came in here because I saw a YouTube video, or I saw a Medium article, or I saw something on social media. Well, this stuff works. So let's just put in a little bit more investment in our investment and just get this taking off even more like a rocket, because we all deserve that. We're all putting in so much time into attending all these AMAs and everything, and I think we would all love for this community to get even bigger, full of even more amazing people. So yeah, I wanted to say that.
Absolutely, LA. No, I couldn't agree more. Again, you're not usually the one known for bringing the hype, but the last few AMAs, you always get me hype. So yeah, and it's 100% true. I mean, the idea is that we say the things we say, we encourage the things that we encourage because it's better for the protocol overall. And Bull says it best about putting human capital, meaning again, we know a lot of you may be tapped out. You don't have new funds, but you love EMP and you want to support it. Well, that is the premier way to support EMP, is through, again, helping us spread the word, and continuing to grow as a protocol overall. So awesome, LA. All right, anything else you want to add?
We also met behind the scenes today to work on merch stuff, and
Yes.
I know it's taken quite a lot longer than we expected. We have run into a couple of tiny little road bumps, but we're getting closer and closer every day, and we're quite confident that we're going to have the relaunch very soon. AJ AJ received all of his new shirts and let me know that he's blown away by the new designs and how cool they are. And he's waiting for his hats to arrive. They should arrive in the next couple of days or so. Apparently, they're floating around somewhere in Georgia right now.
Yes,
but
absolutely, LA. It's so hard to contain myself because when you guys see the new graphics, you're just gonna be hopefully you laugh as much as I do. And I mean that's only a few that I'm talking about. The others are not laugh worthy. They're fashion worthy. So yeah, we have a whole new line of shirts and perfect timing for the summer. And then yeah, the long-awaited hats. We were making sure that the embroidery was on point before we opened it up, and so yeah, hopefully it says it's on the truck to be delivered. So we'll see. It might happen while I'm on the AMA. You never know. So
and if you know what happened behind the scenes, that's very good news, because we had a tough time getting our logo approved for the hats, because the embroidery process is incredibly strict apparently. So it was about 4 different logos that they didn't approve. So the fact that it's made and on the truck is like a very good sign.
Yes, totally. That is a major milestone. And shout out to Mike G and Addicts and everybody else behind the scenes. Yeah, that helped us accomplish that, right? Yeah, go ahead, Ellie.
Yeah, I mean, Mike was so patient with making the changes, and there was only certain colors of thread that they had, so there was only certain colors they would accept, and lines had to be a specific thickness and everything, and he was so patient with it. So huge shout out to him and Addicts as well for designing one of the new designs. And total team effort. It's been awesome teamwork.
Totally. Yep. So yeah, the merch relaunch will be worth the wait. We promise. So all right, awesome, Elliot. Well, thank you again for all the work behind the scenes. Again, you and I have been on the phone all day. I had about 6 different meetings. We've been absolutely crushing it today, but it feels good to have a bunch of headway. And so that transitioned into the next bit of alpha. I was on the phone for about an hour and a half today with a YouTuber by the name of Axi Explained. He is one of the premier Axie Infinity gamers. His YouTube channel has about 40,000 subscribers. And so through Zen Sports and some partnerships on our own, we've been able to secure him to talk about EMP in all of his live streams and some dedicated videos as well. We did a full-on AMA today. He was very educated about the protocol already. Again, if you check out his YouTube channel, Axi Explained, you can see him mention it in a few of his previous videos. But after we did the AMA today, he was absolutely blown away. So it's pretty incredible that even though people think they know EMP, they watch the Academy, they love what they see, they want to get involved. When they actually go and listen to an AMA or again interact with one of us directly, he was also in the Discord and under one of his alt accounts, and people were helping him in the Discord. So my point is that he was extremely bullish on the power of EMP and what it can bring to his audience. And again, I mean, the play to earn space is so big, and a lot of those players, although they're in crypto, they're not necessarily exposed to a DeFi project. And so we feel this would be a really great way to get them to transition over into something like this. And we had an awesome conversation. So that full AMA will be released in about another week, sometime next week. I'll make sure that we post that everywhere so we can go show him some love. But definitely start following all of his own socials and looking at some of his previous videos to see what he does. So yeah, and Bull, I know you and I have had this discussion a lot, but getting integrated into these esports arenas and the transition of those sort of platforms into DeFi, I think has some huge potential, right?
Yeah, yeah. I just there are some companies and protocols that have kind of got the secret sauce, and I think you talk about it frequently. Splinterlands has found kind of the secret sauce, but
Sure.
that doesn't mean that there's just one flavor that people are going to like. And I think with the people kind of that are that you're working with in the background, and the people that are kind of working in the background, like that LA has spoken about, I think that's something special, and there's, don't discount, everything amazing that's going on here, but I think there's some real amazing stuff coming with what EMP can bring to the space, because I think even though, some protocols have the right technical ability, and I don't know if they have the right economics or the right community. And I think it's going to take a lot of little things, not little things, but a lot of separate pieces to make that work. And I think we're very fortunate because of all the work that's been put in by everybody here, that something that might not succeed somewhere else, I think has a much better chance of success here.
Totally, Bull. Yeah, I agree. And again, I think, Splinterlands is definitely the industry leader as far as their overall economy, in-game economy. But again, Axie is, another top dog. So the idea is that we want to get exposure to influencers or platforms that still, are involved in crypto, but again, maybe have no exposure to to DeFi or projects like EMP. And so I thought, again, it was a really strategic partnership, and we're going to continue to go after a lot of these, large streamers and YouTubers, and even the projects themselves. I mean, again, we have a great relationship with Spinnerlands. I hope to have a lot more to share with that in the future. But we offer a very unique model at EMP that I think a lot of gamers and play to earn economies can really get behind. So there's a lot in the works with that. Again, I don't want to share too much, but we have a ton that we're working on in the esports arena, both for players and for protocols themselves. So that was a really, really awesome thing today. They're really bullish on Detonator. We went through a lot of different mechanics in Detonator, and so yeah, it was. I think it's gonna to bring hopefully some new volume next week with his audience, and be ready again. Always, if you see people coming into our Telegram, our Discord. Please be kind and courteous and help them learn and help all of us succeed. So, all right, that was one bit alpha. On to the next thing. We have a new announcement coming at 5 p.m. tomorrow. It'll be just before our AMA. I'll be able to go over all the details in the AMA. But if you're part of our VIP group, you're going to have access to this information as soon as the AMA is over with today. So it's a new extended partnership with a project that we've already been working with that we're extremely excited to have. Again, I can't really give too much alpha, but not only is this another earning opportunity for you as an investor, but it will also allow the EMP protocol to create another revenue stream. So based on all the mechanics, and again, we'll have a full written article as well as how-to video, and I'll go over it on our AMA tomorrow. But we're setting up a certain something that will create another income stream that could be anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a day into the protocol. So again, it's based on volume, but we really feel like this could be a huge step forward in not only another investment vehicle, but also a way to have EMP continue to earn through this other mechanism. So again, if you've been joining some of our AMAs the last few weeks, you may have a good idea of who it might be, and that's the bonus of being involved on these AMAs and being involved in our VIP group, is that you always get the alpha first. So major announcement coming, again, 5 p.m. tomorrow in the Telegram and the Discord, and then we'll announce it as well on the AMA to follow tomorrow night. So I will be here. I know Fridays are usually my day off, but I will be here for that, as it is a major, major play for things going forward. So, and then we also want to give an update on liquid capital. So a lot of you have asked. That was another AMA that we did last week. We're one of the featured partners at Liquid Capital, the same team that is behind Great Finance. They had nothing but nice things to say about us, and we have nothing but nice things to say about them. I mean, they have over 45 partners now, and they made it a point to call out EMP as one of their most excited partners. And so we are going to be doing a pre-sale raise for Liquid Capital. The date right now is set to be July 10th. So that would be this coming Saturday. But we'll give everybody an update with the exact rollout of that. Just remember that when you contribute, you want to contribute through the EMP specific contribution link or front end, because we get 20% of whatever is contributed automatically given back to EMP, and that alone should help us again have some more income coming in. So Bull, I don't know, have you had a chance to go over there with Liquid Capital Are you excited, or anything else I said?
I know I love Grape. They're great people, great team, technically sound. I haven't gone over there to do that yet. I'm just going to join in with the VIPs when that link gets open,
For sure.
and then kind of do my due diligence. But I did want to say something just quickly, and you can probably reiterate it better than I can. But you always use the front end on any contract, right? That we have here at EMP,
Yes,
just so
brother.
that you get credit and that your funds don't get lost.
Absolutely, that applies to everything. Everything on all of DeFi. I mean, there is barely ever, I would say never, an instance where you would want to interact with a contract directly, unless a website goes down or there's a major hack. You're able to get your funds out, but um, you're never ever advised to interact with contracts directly. Do not try to snipe any announcements by getting in early on a particular token and maybe, risking that those funds are lost forever. Especially with Detonator, never interact with the contract directly. Always use a front end, and for sure. And so, again, there's a lot of moving parts with Liquid Capital. They have, like I said, 40 partners now, and so it's a lot that they have to get ready, and it may end up getting pushed back from the 10th. Um, but the minute that I get the info is the minute that I would give all of you the info. So just keep an eye out on our Telegram and our Discord, and join their own Discord as well. They have a very active Discord at Liquid Capital, and just make sure that when you do finally contribute, or you're able to, that you use EMP's link, because we will again get 20% of all the initial mint directly into our treasury. So, and that's another thing I didn't even mention at the top of the AMA. I mean, we've seen PEG recovering really nicely already. Again, all organically still. ETH has been on a tear. Markets are looking healthy. Again, I mean, it doesn't mean there may not be another drop, so don't ever get too overconfident. But things are looking really, really good right now. So, all right, so there's more alpha. Are you ready for more, Bull?
Yep, I'm on the edge of my seat here literally.
All right, man. So I mentioned that we were working with a hedge fund earlier last week, and they gave us an initial 100 ETH deposit, and now they've done a 5x on that contribution. So that's over about $1 million that has now been added to our liquidity, and they are loving what they're seeing. They love the community. They love the returns. I mean, it's been amazing. So again, I'm not gonna dox more than that. I'm not going to say what wallet it is and anything else, but just know that we've added another about $1 million into our liquidity over the last 24 hours, and um, that's a really great sign, not only for the protocol, but for others that are starting to come back into the protocol, because there was a lot, and there still is a lot of uncertainty in the market, but Smart Money is realizing that even with the volatility, they're able to earn, no matter what the market does, and that is a really bullish sign for what is to come, because the more we deliver, the more eyeballs are coming, and the more we can continue to grow. So, hedge fund is complete, and we're working with them directly. They're happy to be here, and they manage about 100 times what they invested in EMP. So it could lead to even more amazing opportunities in the future. So how about that, Bull? That's a pretty good alpha, huh?
Man, yeah, no, it's a testament to everybody that's really, as LA put it, investing in their investment, and everybody that's here really is responsible for that. Of course, the team is really the connector there, but it's a pat on the back for everybody here, showing you that we maybe think about it in the real world that big money doesn't care about you, but clearly, everybody here has built something that that bigger money really does like, and it's not just like like AJ said, the returns are really good, but they love the community and they loved everything about it, and so hats off to the community, the team, and everybody putting in work here, and the people that are investing in their investment and not letting life tap them out.
Absolutely, Bull. No doubt, brother. And again, I mean, we're making connections with the right people. We're drawing the right eyeballs. We're getting involved with people that believe in the project long term and understand that even with market volatility, this is not a project that you get in and out of. Unfortunately, we've seen that happen already in the course of our protocol. Is people that they get shaken out, they leave, and they come back, and then they leave again, and it's like as if they just would have left, their LPs in the farm, from the beginning, and really believed in the protocol and had the conviction that all the rest of us do here, they would have been way ahead of the game. So never, let your emotions take over and fund yourself out of your own positions just because of market volatility. So that's really, really exciting times. And yeah, I mean, this is only the beginning. I mean, partnerships like this, would apply to any future partnerships. I mean, again, we have Impulse coming. We have a lot in the works that where we build an entire ecosystem here, inside and outside of EMP. So, all right, awesome. There is two more things here. So, I did want to mention really fast too. I don't know if any of you noticed. We'll work on a YouTube video if that helps. But Pancake Swap has updated their liquidity providing mechanisms, and so now you're able to actually provide liquidity with only one side of the asset. But it's really important that we bring this up because it's essentially the Zap function only on PancakeSwap directly. And what that means is that if you do it where you're only providing one side of the LP pool, it will sell to create the other side. So please do not do that when creating EMP. That will show up as a sell on EMP. Again, zapping is you never ever want to zap or provide liquidity with EMP only. So yeah, does that make sense, Bull? I don't know. I wanted to clarify that.
Yep, yeah, no, that's really clear. I think probably a good message to repeat though every day as we have new people come in or people that may have missed the message. I mean, I've told you a number of times about that the fast food drive-through mentality where people want it right now and they don't care what's in it or how it's made. They just got to have it. And sometimes it's good that people know like how something works and that hey, that might hurt you if you're doing it too much or
For sure.
and this is how it works.
For sure, absolutely, and yeah, I agree. I think it's important to realize that even though there's maybe a new feature, it might not be the best idea to use that new feature until you know how it affects things. So yeah, I mean it's awesome that Pancake has that now. It'll make life a lot easier for the protocols that don't have a Zap function. But we were ahead of the game. Jake built that functionality, when we launched. So again, I think Pancake is just trying to be a competitor with Uniswap, and they have that functionality with custom LP pools. So, but yeah, anyway, so again, PEG is looking good. Don't zap EMP. Don't sell EMP. The idea is that we want more buying pressure on EMP because that's what really affects the peg. And Joe PV Trader, Joe, are you here, brother? You did an awesome announcement and overlay of the ETH price. You want to talk about
Yep.
that real fast? Go ahead, brother. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Just real quick back to that pancake swap zapping. Yeah, definitely. If you have more EMP in your wallet and you're trying to make LPs with ETH, usually you would click on max on one. If it doesn't work, you clear it, and then you click max on the other to make the LPs. In this case, there'll be a little pop-up that says you don't have enough ETH, do you want to trade some of your EMP for ETH to make the LP? So that's what AJ's talking about that you want to avoid. You can bypass it, but it does pop up and says, do you want to do it? However, if you have a lot of ETH and you're heavily weighted in ETH and you want to make the LPs, it's actually a fantastic tool because it allows you to sell enough ETH to balance off what you have in EMP. So it can be used in a good way. You just have to be really cautious on when you do it and what you're actually saying yes to.
Absolutely.
It kind of saves you a couple of steps from doing the math, because a lot of times I'll have extra ETH and then I got to calculate, okay, what's 50% and then minus what I have already. And it takes a little work, and that's why the Zap feature is so nice. But in this case, it kind of does a mini Zap where it'll sell whatever you need to in ETH to balance you off with your EMP to make the most LPs. So just use it in a good way and life will be good.
Awesome, Joe. Yeah, absolutely, brother. And then, yeah, go ahead on the chart you posted, too.
Yeah, I put it in the main Telegram and the VIP and also in Discord because I know you've brought it up several times and we keep getting questions about how does EMP's price affected when Ethereum goes down and in the reverse when it goes up. And you've reiterated that due to the LP structure, and you mentioned if you overlay the charts, they're going to look very similar. So I said, hey, why don't I just overlay the charts so we can actually visualize it?
I love it, man.
And
what do they say? A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? There you go. Yeah.
That's right, because we can talk all day, and some people get it, and other times people like me are very visual, and then it clicks when you actually see it. So I just overlaid the two in the 4-hour chart, just so you can see exactly what you're saying, AJ. It does mirror it very, very close. And that's a good thing, because what that means is if you start looking at Deck Screener and you see Ethereum drop 7% in one day, and then you're like, holy shit, what do I do? Do I sell EMP? Like it's going to keep tumbling? No, you don't. What you do is you're in EMP, which allows us to make money regardless of the ETH price. And that's why I said, regardless if Ethereum is $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000, this protocol still works. That's why the bear market really doesn't exist in this protocol, because of the way we follow ETH's price. As long as we don't panic sell EMP and we take action that allows us to make fresh EMP buys, then life's good. And fresh EMP buys means if you have other assets or you have stablecoin and you want to buy EMP and utilize it, absolutely. But I know there's people that are out of funds at this time and they're like, well, what do I do now? There's plenty you can do. Because remember, buying pressure on EMP doesn't just mean bringing in fresh funds. It means using the protocol to buy EMP. And the way we do that is through eShare. So if you're in the farms and you're using the eShares to zap more LPs, half of the eShare value is going to be buying EMP and the other half buying ETH. So that definitely helps. If you're in the Magic Auto Vaults, that's basically hiring the farmer to do all the work for you, including putting gas in the tractor to do the harvesting and the creating the LPs and the trading. And the gas is paid for all through the auto farming mechanics. And then, of course, Magic adds that extra little bonus where they buy and burn EMP, which also helps PEG. That's why we always push Magic so much over the other ones. Plus, Magic compounds every 2 hours on a minimum, but in reality, it's several times per hour, because every time people deposit money in there, it automatically does another compound. So 2 hours is the minimum. The reality is a lot more. So it's going to make LPs faster and cheaper than you can. But yeah, if we all do the right thing, we can be above PEG. And that's, if you have eShare sitting around in the boardroom doing nothing, put it to work. Get some LPs, buy some nodes, whatever your strategy is. As long as you're making those EMP buys, we could be at PEG by the time this AMA is over. Right, AJ?
Yes, Joe, absolutely, brother. Again, and having it done organically by the community and those that, again, have been maybe looking at EMP, wanting to get in, thinking to themselves, when would be a good time. Again, not financial advice, but we're a lot better now than we were, 2 or 3 weeks ago, that's for sure. Between the Mother's Day massacre and, the horrible sell-offs we all endured, I mean, it gives everybody now an amazing opportunity to either DCA in, that those of you that already been here, or if you're new, you're getting LP prices at literally, better than 80 or 90% of us that have already been here. And the people that have already been here, even with that drop, we're still earning. So again, it's just an amazing ecosystem. And once you have that light bulb moment, we refer to that a lot, the light bulb moment where, you go, oh man, I get it now. Or, then the system sells itself. Because it is that powerful. So, and yeah, as we see each share recover in price, the APRs will go up. As we get closer to PEG, the ecosystem start to recover. I know a lot of you that are here on the AMAs and on YouTube haven't even experienced a boardroom print yet, and so that is going to be a whole nother level when we finally do get back to PEG. You're going to be able to really enjoy that. It's a party time when we're printing again. But the idea is that we're setting ourselves up to print responsibly now that the entire community is just that much more solidified as we move forward. So, all right, well, that was a really jam-packed AMA alpha section, which was what we just went over. If you're joining us now, please feel free to go back and listen to the recording. But if all that wasn't enough, we also are working on one more really exciting thing. Again, I know UI, we're working on the UI, but along with the UI, we are actually exploring some major bullish additions to Detonator. So if you think Detonator is powerful now, just wait until we roll out some more awesome stuff. So I'll leave it there. Again, I don't want to get too much alpha for one AMA, but we've done a little bit more of internal testing. We've run some simulations, and we think that we've come up with a way to make Detonator even more powerful. So things are amazing here at EMP. If you're here, you know that. Again, with over 50 people showing up here every day, and double, triple that listening to the recordings. I mean, we're building in a bear market to be empowered in a bull market, and all of that is coming to fruition right now. So, and again, we may see another drop in the overall market, so be mentally prepared for that. But as long as you're in our ecosystem, you're earning through our APR, and you're protecting yourself, from just having, ETH sitting in your wallet, doing nothing. So there you go, Bull. That was a lot of news today, brother. Anything else I'm forgetting that we've
No,
talked
well,
about? Go ahead, man.
no, I mean that's a lot of really good like education and just really solid advice from everybody that spoke there, both fundamentally and like emotion wise, because a lot of people have talked about like PEG and PEG recovery and etc. I'm under the belief that it's better to do it organically instead of the treasury rushing in and bursting us back over PEG and get the boardroom printing, because I know that when I work harder for something, when I get that thing, I appreciate it a lot more. But it's not just that. When you do put in the work, that's time and emotion and money. You tend to be a lot more invested in it, and you understand what it took to get there. And when the next time, when we're over PEG again, and I'm sure that's going to be very soon, I know when that boardroom starts printing again and people have that, they're unbalanced and they have that EMP, they're going to be like, oh shit, I'm not going to sell this and then put us back below PEG. I remember how that felt. I remember the work that everybody had to put in here. I remember what I had to do to, to get us back. And I don't want to have to do that again. But going through that, I think people are going to understand a lot more that, they're the masters of this ecosystem and they're owners, because they've put in the work. And it's like I say, having your hands in the dirt, what really makes you learn, what your farm is all about, what the economy or the ecosystem here is all about. And it's not bullshit when people say, you're the owner here. You are. um, sure, some people have bigger bags than others, but the reality is your farm can be small today, but with hard work, diligence, yeah, and some luck, um, when you invest that human capital and financial capital, your farm is going to grow very, very rapidly. And the great thing about the market being down right now is, all the weak hands are gone, they're out. And so you have the opportunity before you to build, basically, you know, really in the best of times, financially for the buying aspect of it, because everybody's afraid. And this happens all the time, not all the time, but frequently in crypto, where people, the normies, the news channels will say, "Up, it's the end of crypto. Crypto's a joke. There's nothing good about crypto. This is the end for sure." Well, when people say that, what you need to do is actually dig in and work harder, because, this time next year, 2 years from now, your life is going to be dramatically different if you take that time to really invest yourself in, both learning how the system works, meeting people, and really understanding how things work and why they work this way. It's not just created from nothing. There's a lot of work that everybody puts in here, and it just so happens that there's no big gigantic buildings to suck away the profits. There's no big jets that like AJ has or Mike has or the team has to suck away the profits of the ecosystem. Everybody's work here is rewarded commensurate with the work that you've done here and what you have invested here. So when you finally wrap your head around that you truly are the owner here, you're going to feel really empowered, and you're going to feel really good about being in crypto. And all the bad things you hear about crypto online or in the news, that shit's going to bounce off you like you're Superman.
Absolutely, Bull. Again, bro, more amazing insight from the one and only Bull Gates. And it's true. I mean, we don't have any, like you said, private jets or giant overhead. The money generated is all user-owned liquidity and user-owned involvement, meaning, all of you are owners of the protocol, and that's a really beautiful thing. Now, maybe one day we'll have an EMP island where, the treasury breaks off a couple million to have an island where the only way to get there is to be a holder of EMP. How about that? That sounds good to me, huh, Bull? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like you can do, what is, that expression from George McFly, you can do anything you set your mind to, and it's true, right? It's there are some things that are probably out of reach, right? Like if you're 5 feet tall, you're probably not going to be in the NBA, but you could be a coach, you could be a trainer, you could be anything, right? Like if you believe in yourself and you work hard and you set out to do that and you help other people, your life is going to be better, and you're going to feel so much better, when you go to sleep at night. You're going to be so much happier when you wake up, because you're doing the things that you want to do to make you be better.
For sure, Bull. And one more thing too, you mentioned that I think a lot of people don't understand, or maybe they understand, they just haven't thought about it this way, is the way seigniorage protocols operate. The longer we continue, and the especially when we're below peg like this, it makes the protocol as a whole that much stronger, because those that aren't here for the long run, they've already had the opportunity to dump. They're APR chasers that go on to the next shiny object, and wreck themselves because they don't know, how to have delayed gratification. And they get in, they get out. A lot of times they get out at a loss. We saw some major E-share whales completely dump the bottom. We had two accounts with over 400 E-share each that sold the absolute bottom of each share, and now they're gone. And so, when we do start printing again, that makes the protocol even that much more powerful because there are no large whales. The largest whale is the treasury, which is a good whale. So yeah, I mean, you want to elaborate on that a little, Bull, about how we become stronger through adversity?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, right. Like the times where you don't think you're going to make it through, you think it's the end of the world. You're in high school and that boyfriend or girlfriend broke up with you, right? Everything that's happening right now, it feels really bad and it's the worst. But over time, human beings are really special because we might not forget those things, but we have an ability to heal and get over that because ultimately we're all builders. We just, I don't think most people realize it, but we're all builders and creators, and we want to build whatever that thing that we're really enthusiastic about, the thing that we really enjoy. And the reality is that when there is adversity, that is the best time to build because it keeps you busy, it keeps your mind off of those tough times. And so you can build anything, especially during those times, because those are the times where you need to stay the busiest and keep, some level of kind of like a shining light at the end of the tunnel there to kind of push you forward and kind of make you forget about all the dark around you. But when you do that, um, the every little small brick that you lay down is something, it's a bigger picture. And then when you get to the end of the tunnel and you look backwards and all that stuff that was dark around you, it's not dark anymore. It's a road that you built to the future, to something that's better. And ultimately at the end of that road, it's not just a road that got built and other people can traverse it and go across it, but you got that much better every little brick that you laid.
Awesome, Bull. Yeah, man, no doubt. And speaking of roads and cars and Back to the Future, we also got a little bit of alpha today. I wasn't even gonna mention this, but you just reminded me. From some Impulse graphics. What did you think about those today, Bull? Are you excited for Impulse?
Oh man, I'm driven. Really, I love that. I love all that stuff, right? And yeah, like I am, as I've said many times before, there's a lot of things that I can't do, and there's some things that I don't like that people are enthusiastic about and they like. But the thing that I can always get behind is when somebody likes something and they're enthusiastic. It's very easy to latch on and be, a passenger in the seat of somebody that's enthusiastic and just excited about life.
Totally. Yeah. And for those of you that are good at interpreting puns and innuendos, there was a ton of alpha in everything that Bull just said. So there's your riddles for today. But yeah, so yeah, we're again like I'm just so excited. I had a really rough day yesterday. I had to put my dog down. Had a freak accident and actually broke his back. So I was really down yesterday. That's why I didn't make it on the AMA. But today, man, there was just so much good news, so much momentum. I mean, it's just been insane. What we've been able to accomplish here, and it's days like today where you see a year, almost a year. I'd say, well, we're going on 6 months of work finally coming, to fruition. And that doesn't just mean that we were not successful before that. But it really was, it's about us really trying to bring EMP to the next level, and we really can become, $1 billion protocol, because others that don't even have a third or a 30th of what we have done it. There's no reason that we can't. So, and thank you guys for all your well wishes in the comments. But yeah, again, dogs are like family. I have another little guy that is keeping me company now. But it was definitely a sad day. So, but yeah. So yeah, Bull. Any other alpha I forgot to mention, or Anything you and I have been talking about the last 24 hours?
No, no, I don't think so. I think there was a lot of, I mean, that was an avalanche of alpha actually that you gave. So, maybe even holding some back is a prudent thing to do so that,
Yeah,
you
so we
know,
have more
people.
to talk about, right? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, and of course, if there are any questions, somebody can ask them before we do the detonator stuff, because we have been shortchanging people a little bit going on these philosophical, Sunday drives, so to speak,
Yeah, no
or at
doubt.
least I have.
No, for sure. This was the Alpha AMA, or the Alpha Avalanche AMA. So there you go, LA. You're gonna have to title it for us with all the timestamps. But yeah, so yeah, we are, again. I think a lot of you were probably wanting to sacrifice a little bit of question time for all that juicy alpha. But yeah, today was a banger. Again, a lot of things coming to fruition. And everything I just mentioned is still about 10% of what we have in the background that uh, is still in the works, or being developed, or again, being scheduled to roll out. There's just so much. So, all right, awesome. Let's take some questions, Bull. I'm already out of breath, man. Go ahead, bro.
Ah, I am looking. We don't have any. I know somebody had their hand raised earlier. I don't know if it was accidental.
Yeah, anybody want
Um,
to chime in, or anybody from the army have any questions? Hopefully, I can answer a lot of them. Again, there's major alpha. The what do they say? The announcement of the announcement. I'm pretty good at that. So, but we'll be able to make all of that public tomorrow. So get ready for another awesome AMA. And if you're in the VIP group, make sure you're looking at what we post right after this AMA. Again, those VIPs always have first access, and that's why it's so important that we support those that support us.
hey, what does everybody think of the Willy Wonka of DeFi sticker or
I
picture?
know. Oh my God, Bull. I was literally dying when you sent me that. I think Addicts made that for us, right? Or oh my God,
Yep,
man, that
yep.
was hilarious.
Okay.
So yeah, for those of you that don't know what we're talking about on YouTube, definitely join our Telegram and our look under our stickers. There's a brand new sticker, the Willy Wonka of DeFi. It's just, I laugh every time I look at it. So thank you for that, Bull. I appreciate it, bro.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
Addicts.
I just asked Addicts and he whipped it out super quick and he was amazing. So thanks to Kid Addicts. All I did was ask, and this guy delivers all the time. So perfect.
Totally.
Thaddeus Prime has his hands up, ready to speak.
Awesome.
Then
All
Jesse.
right. Yep, Thaddeus, go ahead, brother. How are you?
Good, good. So, when you say avalanche, you must be talking about Avalanche, the blockchain.
So yeah, we that was probably a an overreach, right? No, I think Bull was just being funny. We do have plans on cross chain operability, or even sister projects, but yeah, I mean I like AVAX, but yeah, no immediate plan. So I can't answer that for you, Thaddeus. But that was a good try, bro. I like where your head's at. For sure.
That was just alliteration because
Yeah.
there's always so much abbreviations, animals, and alliteration in crypto. I just had to do it.
Yeah.
Hey Jay, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Jesse, what's up, man? How are you?
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear about your dog, man.
Thanks,
That's a
bro.
rough one.
Yeah, man, no
Yeah,
doubt.
no problem.
He was a good boy, man. But you gotta just enjoy the time we have. You never know, bro. You never know. So yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, so I just wanted to, I mean, we talk about, all the time, what a great project we have and what a great team and what a great community, you know what I'm saying? And I think, it's easy to lose sight, man, of what the future holds being pegged to Ethereum. I know a lot of times people want to believe that, crypto is supposed to be a hedge against inflation, but it's really not. all this happens because, at the time of a bear market, and at the same time, it's a lot of flight of capital. Even in the traditional markets, it's flight of capital. But when the money does return, Ethereum really is the it's like when the .com bubble burst, man. Nobody knew Amazon was going to be Amazon, and I think Ethereum is, it's going to be the money of the internet. I mean, you can't
For
buy a
sure.
Bored Ape Yacht Club without purchasing Ethereum. So, I mean, a lot of people are going to store value to Bitcoin, but the kind of money that's going to be coming to Ethereum, I don't think any of us can fathom. And when regulation does hit, ETH 2.0 does hit, the kind of money that's waiting to pour in, I don't think any of us could really wrap our heads around it. So building now and everything you could do now to get in the detonator now, and like you said, a lot of people that flew with the flight of capital out of DeFi and out of crypto and out of the traditional markets, they're the ones that stand the least. They're the ones that invest in a bull market, and you can make money investing in a bull market, but investing in the bear market, man, it's where the outrageous gains are made. I haven't been in crypto long enough and haven't been in DeFi, I'm very short time, but it's easy just to look back at the charts and see the kind of money that can be made. So, all of us having the opportunity to be in a project like this with this type of leadership and being pegged to Ethereum, I mean, the kind of growth that can happen, I mean, it's not crazy to say that, what you're looking at for a daily return or daily gains could easily 5x. I mean, 10x. I mean, depending on how far you look out, it really, really can really get crazy. I mean, we could speculate all day, but we all know, I mean, we wouldn't be here if we didn't believe in Ethereum. But when you look at some of the speculation that's out there and the time that's on it, it's just really, really, really crazy and really insane. So, I just wanted to remind people, because, being in a DeFi project, you're in a DeFi project, but to understand that we're pegged to Ethereum I mean, I've was excited about it from the beginning. It's one of the first messages I sent to you, AJ. I don't know if you remember, but, every time I think about it, like, we're fucking pegged to Ethereum.
Yeah,
It's
bro, that's
nuts.
the game changer, man. Hell yeah.
Game changer. Yeah, so and then with the flight of capital and all the weekends leaving, the foundation that we're building, really really gives legs that can go forever. You know what I mean? Like the people that stuck around, holding steady, even where we're at peg is at 9, it's phenomenal. And like Bull was saying, you don't want to return unorganically. You know what I mean? You return unorganically, for the people that are worried about, rushing back the peg. You got to remember, any type of fake pump the peg is a fake dump below peg. You know what I'm saying? If we push us
Totally.
there for no reason, it's a seniors project. It's an economy. We want this EMP to be sucked up and utilized. We don't want a fake pump. You know what I'm saying? We want the loose EMP to be sucked up organically. It makes the most sense so we can have another 40-day run. You know what I'm saying? I don't want everyone to get excited for peg just to drop back below it. The slow climb I'm cool with, you know what I'm saying? And I think, the more everybody understands that we're okay, and like I think Will said it, as we get closer, that's when people are gonna start pouring back in, and it's not gonna be the slow one digit at a time. As we get close, I think it's gonna be, a melt up. We're gonna melt right up.
Yeah,
So
absolutely, Jesse. I'm with you, brother. And that was a large part of our discussion today in the AMA I had with Axi Explained. Is that the fact that we're paid to an appreciating asset, and we don't have the pressure that all these other protocols have that are pegged to a stable token or another token that's not performing or has the potential that ETH has, along with again the amazing use case. I mean, that's where it really is bullish. So absolutely.
well, listen, it's a huge difference because I don't want to mention any other DeFi project or whatever, but at the end of the day, their native token, you know what I'm saying, is their native token, and a lot of people see them all dump, and there's no reassurance that it's coming back. But you could go back at Ethereum charts, you know what I'm saying, back to its existence, and you know the bounce back Ethereum's gonna have. So, you know, it just makes so much more sense that when the money comes rushing back into DeFi, that it's gonna be impossible to ignore EMP. Impossible.
Totally. And by then, bro, we're gonna be all over the place and have, another, 8 months, 9 months, a year under our belt of straight delivering. We're gonna be hard to ignore, bro. Absolutely.
And I don't think it takes that long. But you know, I'm super optimistic all the time. You already know me. So
Yes, bro.
just want to give a shot. Listen, I just want to give a shout out to you, man. Sorry about your dog. You know, I've got mad love for you, Bull, the whole community. Appreciate everybody here, man. That's another DeFi dinner time, man. I'll catch you on the next one.
Hell yeah, Jesse. All right, bro. Mad love to you too, bro. Awesome. All right, well, that pulls us right up to Detonator. Great timing, Jesse. Always appreciate your input, man. One of our long-term OG members, part of our army, always killing it. So, Bull, Detonator is continuing to be just a shining light. That's really the best way to put it. How are we on tickets today? Before I jump into what Detonator is, we don't run out of time. I know we've been killing it.
7,200.
All right, so we may hit an all-time high again today. Ticket counts have
Very
been
possible.
amazing. So Detonator is our daily ROI contract. Again, one of the most incredible parts of our protocol, not only because it's an amazing a passive income generator, but it's also extremely helpful by locking up a lot of liquidity for our protocol. So we do transact in EMP ETH LP. Again, ETH has been on a bit of a run the last 24 hours. So you're seeing those dollar values really start to creep up, and it's what we talk about a lot. But today you can actually see it in action. Again, the pool balance really hasn't grown much. Other than a couple of hundred LP, but the LP dollar value is now almost $3.2 million. So that's a $200,000 appreciation just because the price of ETH has gone up, and so that's why again the last 2 weeks, we've been saying now is the time to accumulate LP, especially for Detonator. You're getting LP at an all-time low, and then when we start seeing a recovery, your dollar value just absolutely skyrockets, and with that, it will also shorten your ROI time. I mean, there is that misconception that we offer 1% a day. It's 365% APR. I'm sorry, ROI, not APR. Those are two different things. But that being said, if you factor in, the price appreciation of ETH on top of compound interest, your ROI time can be much better than what it appears. So again, and even at that, I mean, we're best in class on what we're offering as far as returns and sustainability. So Detonator is just an absolute monster. We did have a late snipe yesterday, as you can already see. The largest sniper today is 188.50 LPs, and so they were a little bit late trying to go for the largest depositor yesterday, and so if you miss the window, it applies to the next day. That's why it's really important that you don't want to wait too long to submit your transactions, because then we see what happens. So we'll see if it holds up. I have a feeling it might not, unfortunately for that person. But again, it's a lossless lottery, and the top depositor prize is just a bonus on top. So you still get full credit on that deposit, and that's what makes us special, right, Bull? You're gonna talk about it being a lossless system?
Yeah, and I will point out one thing in the event that 188.5 doesn't hold for that person is that they are going to get the 365, but we have seen it a few times in the past where somebody that was up there before and the leaderboard ended up getting out sniped, but they won the random because they did have 50 tickets based on their deposit. So
Yep, totally.
um, not just one way to win, two ways to win. If you are the largest depositor, so
Yeah, it's all about.
really,
Yeah, that's an amazing point, Bill. It's all about tickets because, again, you're not able to win the largest deposit and the random on the same day. But if you get out sniped, you're getting credit for all those tickets. And so, yeah, that's just another, again, bonus to the game theory of what we have here. So, sorry, Bill, go ahead. And then you want to talk about the lottery,
oh yeah, yeah,
the
sure.
random? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course, man. The lucky random, the amazing golden ticket, right, of DeFi, brought to you by the Willy Wonka of DeFi, AJ. And so, right, so I'm so happy that Addix made that, such a great guy. And so, you can have a maximum of 100 tickets towards, entry in the lottery, 50 through deposit, 50 through compound, but only one wins. And that's kind of where we joke about that golden ticket. That's the golden ticket. And what is the ticket today? $5.76 at the moment. So $5.76, dollars for a chance at life-changing money, which is, approximately $32,000. And one of the beauties of Detonator is that it's that winning that you would receive if you have the golden ticket, or if you got the top deposit, is deposited back into your deposit in the contract that's locked, giving you, if you're a guy or a gal that has paper hands, giving you diamond hands towards the future, but still giving you that 365 over time. So so many different ways to win, so many different incentives to be in the detonator. It's almost like we don't talk about all of them because there are so many different, just really good elements in here. And that, but yeah, I digress a little bit. So, one ticket, one ticket, one ticket. That's really kind of the special thing, and it's LP, like AJ stated. So a lot of protocols can offer you these crazy APRs. They can say them, but I don't know if they're going to be able to pay you. Whereas we look at the detonator and we look at the liquidity that's on this system. I have, just I feel really, really good about the detonator because, yeah, it's not promising me 8% a day. It is saying 365 over time, but I look at the liquidity, I look at the people coming in, I look at the pool growing, and I know that this contract is going to be around. And that's not a lot of contracts in DeFi or crypto can say that. That's not throwing shade at anybody. It's just kind of the fact. Facts on the ground is that this, like, you haven't said this lately, that it could have been a standalone project, and it could have been, but I think the
For
real
sure.
power is that it's built into the ecosystem, because part of that secret sauce is the community. Part of it is the LP, and the LP is a really, really important part. And at the end of it, $5.76 in 0.15 LP gets you a chance at 32 grand, which is life changing money. And I don't care who you are, that's life changing money anywhere in the world.
Totally, Bull. No doubt, brother. And it's so true. I mean, we're not here to talk shit or throw shade on other projects, I think, but people just get, entitlement of, that 1% a day. If you can't get that, it's not worth it. I mean, my God. I mean, to have a sustainable project that would even offer, a tenth of that, 0.1% a day, that is just insane. And again, where are you going to get that anywhere outside of crypto? Nowhere. So I think we get jaded, we get spoiled, however you want to say it. But really, I mean, EMP just embodies what it means to have a long-term vision. And at the end of the day, EMP is a passive income platform. So whether it's a detonator, whether it's the farms, whether it's future contracts that we're currently developing, the idea is that you're able to earn and have a financial freedom, without having to to worry about day trading or speculating on a shit coin or an NFT with no use case. So yeah, so I'm with you, bro, 100%. And one last thing too, before we're almost here, we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Uh, we'll do a 1 minute warning and a 30-second countdown, but we also have a brand new ad at the top of the page here in Detonator. Again, we're getting about 3,000 daily active users a day because of how Detonator is set up, and so that's a lot of eyeballs on Detonator every single day. So that ad space at the very top of the page is a revenue stream for us. Typically, it's $100,000 or more to have a partnership and have that banner, and so Goldbridge is currently closed for a sacrifice, so we updated it with our own ad today, and the rest of this week for Ledger Nano S. So if you use that link, click on the link above, you get 10% off, and we also get a 10% commission, and that will go directly towards the EMP treasury. And you can protect yourself with a hardware wallet. Make sure that you're doing it. Make sure you're doing it through links that we have to make sure you're not getting scammed. Never buy a hardware wallet off of eBay. They already have the keys. So yeah, that's my little shill for today. So all right, 1 minute and 14 seconds. Good luck to everybody. If you are the winner, we'd love to hear from you live on Telegram. You can join us and give us a little testimonial. Or if you're a past winner, we'd love to hear from you. So, all right, 1 minute left. Bull, how are we on tickets?
86.50. You missed a testimonial I gave the other day, so I'm going to read it to you when we're done here.
All right, I'd love to hear it. Good deal. We're almost ready, brother. Here we go. Make sure you're compounding last minute. 3,406 total users today. Amazing, amazing numbers from Detonator. 30 seconds.
Good thing you said that. I just forgot.
Yeah, man. Make sure you're compounding. Man, here we go. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Will that 188 snipe hold up? We will see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
2 something, I think, shot in.
285.
285, yeah.
9. I think that's a record number on tickets as well.
Amazing. All right, let me refresh. Sorry, guys, having some technical difficulties. 285 is the winner. Was there anybody in between there? We'll have to look on chain and see if there were some others. All right, 285 took it, and with the pool balance rollover, we are now at 84,173 LP. Again, over man, I'm not good at math on the fly, but I think that's at least 50 grand that entered the contract within the last 2 minutes. I think more than that, even 30. Yeah, 40 grand. Amazing. So again, Detonator just continues to be one of the most incredible ROI contracts ever created. Congrats to all of you that are already in, and for those of you that may be seeing this video now, what are you waiting for, right? Not financial advice, but yeah, it's been an amazing tool in a bear market for sure. So, all right, Bull, you said you had a testimonial, huh?
Yep. I have too many darn groups here. Here we go. Okay. Darn it. Okay, just give me a few seconds to find it.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna go through and see if you have any other questions or comments before Bull gets to that. Again, we're at over 3,400 users in Detonator. I mean, we could see 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 users in Detonator, and I think that's a great measurement of the runway that we still have on Detonator. I think a lot of people, think, man, all this money came in. It's like, how's it going to sustain? Or everybody's already in. Well, it may feel that way because we're in this every day, but there is still an incredible amount of new users that have no idea about Detonator, and so we're on a mission to get it in front of everybody we can, and interviews like today, and these other AMAs with other communities. I mean, that's all an effort to make that happen. So, Bull, did you find it yet?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right, go ahead, brother.
Okay. So, I'm sure so this is from Stevie D. And so Willy Wonka delivered, and in quotes, one of my favorite childhood movies. I have managed to pull off the Detonator lottery win this week, clocking in and clocking out every day. I listen to the AMAs every day, either live or recorded, but unfortunately can't dial in to celebrate or share the journey, as I am usually on my way to work. For some reason, Telegram won't allow me to join on my phone. So usually YouTube or on my way home on 2x speed, I'm a silent, active community member. And so if you could do a favor and share on my behalf, I started with 56 LP on day one, being at ground zero with VIP access when the contract launched. Compounded every day, bar one day due to travel and got my time zones mixed up. Alarm is set for 7:48 daily. Depending on my work, I'll either compound or snooze for 10 minutes, and compound with 1 minute to go. I mean, that's dedication. I managed to build my Detonator LP balance to 281 LP. So now keep in mind, started with 56 LP. I managed to build my Detonator LP balance to 281, which in turn built my daily lotto ticket up to 13. Now after the golden ticket, I'm here with 1,000 plus LP, 6 LP daily, which is 50 tickets per day. I can now adjust my strategy for profit taking or playing the game with a slightly different approach based on some of Joe's previous words of wisdom. So been here since day one. I think it's okay. Yeah, that was it. So just important that they were here every day, diligently hitting that compound button, and they are in a different part of the world because they said 0748, which means it's in the morning for them. And so I just wanted to point out that it's a person that has been diligently compounding and sets that snooze button so that they can get a couple more minutes of sleep, but they're always there to compound. Instead of asking like what's going to happen, when is somebody going to change this, they've set an alarm. Like and I'm not shaming anybody for not setting the alarm or doing that, but I just want to give credit where credit is due for somebody that is going the extra mile, setting all those alarms that I know all of us have. If you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 alarms set on your phone, you're definitely in DeFi. So
Yeah. Or if you have like 500 tabs open on your internet, yeah, you're in DeFi. Yeah.
I was just telling LA when I was talking to her today, and I counted. I have 265 tabs opened on my one of my computers.
Yeah, bro, it's insane.
So,
That's hilarious.
So yeah. So I think that's a great story for a lot of reasons. I'm so happy that person won. I'm so happy that they reached out and shared that, and that they wanted it shared too. So amazing. I mean, I just it's changing people's lives. So it's freaking great.
Yeah, bro, it is. It's fucking great. I love that. Yeah, no, that makes me feel good, Bull. And again, I mean, the select six were ones that came up with this idea on how to make Tomb Fork better and how to implement all the things that we've implemented. Jake is busting his ass behind the scenes, on development. But really, it's the community that has allowed us to have this opportunity because you can build the most amazing DeFi project or product, and if nobody uses it, if nobody gets behind it, then you're not able to reward people like we have been able to reward people. So hats off to all of you in the community that continue to support, be very positive, continue to put in your both actual capital and human capital into the ecosystem. And we have a really bright future ahead. I think today's AMA did a great job in giving concrete facts on why we have a bright future ahead. I think a lot of projects, overpromise and underdeliver, and it's been my mission to do the exact opposite. I want to underpromise and overdeliver. Yeah, and again, Bull, thanks for sharing that. That was an awesome testimonial, and it shows that no matter what it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Meaning, again, they were here from day one. They were compounding. They weren't worried about, taking profits early. They were able to have delayed gratification and set themselves up for, a massive future. And now, I mean, even 6 months in, they're already seeing the power that compounding can have. And again, that's why we always say, the 6-1 strategy of compounding 6 days and claiming one. Or again, if you don't need the money, it's always great to just compound 100% while prices are low. So yeah, that's awesome. Proof is in the math. So all right, cool. Was there any other last minute questions? I know I have no problem going a little bit late tonight as we didn't have any questions, but I don't see a lot. I know somebody asked that they joined Telegram and they asked a question and nobody answered. Well, to me, that means you're probably in the wrong Telegram. So make sure
I'll
that
put the proper link on there for her.
yeah, can you, Bull? Thank you, my friend. So yeah, make sure you're in the right Telegram. Always follow the links that are on our websites and our actual social accounts because there's a ton of impersonators. So hopefully that helps you. And again, never ever give your seed phrase to anybody. So all right, anybody else from the army or anybody else have a last minute question? All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up then. So, again, you're gonna have to go back and listen to this AMA. We had about 45 minutes of straight alpha. Another banger of an episode today. Again, I hope all of you are excited about EMP as I am, and you know, everything I shared today is, just a tiny fraction of what we have coming. So, get ready for the official public announcement of what I teased today, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. It will be in our Telegram and our Discord, and then we will discuss all of that new info in the AMA tomorrow. So, and we're working on some videos to help you navigate what we're going to be doing, and we can explain how it benefits not only you as the investor, but us as the protocol as well. So, all right, I appreciate all of you. Thanks again for all your kind wishes about my Bezo boy, my dog that passed away yesterday. I appreciate all of you. And yeah, we're going to continue to keep building here and another awesome week ahead. So, all right, good night, good day. See you tomorrow.